Hey guys, Marcel here. I've never uploaded a video to this channel. This would be my first one. This is some more Thunder MiG 15 BIS gameplay. Should I say, I am an officer in RmR. I play Battlefield 3, a lot of War Thunder, and sometimes some World of Tanks as well. This is a game that I didn't do particularly well in myself, but I think my team worked very well together to kill off the enemy team because we were very outmatched in this game. We had myself and I think two other MiG-15. I don't think they're BIS. I think they're just regular MiG-15s. But what happens is we lose both of those BISs after we take out one of the enemy sabers. So we're at an immediate disadvantage because we have MiG-9s left and a Yak-15, Yak-17, sorry. And the enemy team still had, I think it was like 2 F2s and 2 Meteor F4s. The enemy team did have a Vampire, but he crashed in the beginning, so it wasn't much trouble to us. I just wanted to show you this game because it's a good game, and you don't see a lot of MiG-15 or any higher level War Thunder gameplay videos out there. I mean, of course, on bigger YouTube channels, but it's something that we in RmR wanted to expand as a community to get some War Thunder players in our community, because we do enjoy the game, and even though we're not too hardcore about it, I think I'm probably the biggest fan of RmR as far as War Thunder. Sorry, the biggest fan of War Thunder as far as RmR goes. And I'm the only one that really plays a lot of historical and higher tier jets. Now, the reason I'm heading this way, I've got a lot of speed built up, and I'm watching a dot. I don't think you can really see it on YouTube. One of these times when I zoom in, right there, there's a dot that I'm following on the horizon, which is an enemy plane that I end up spotting later. What I do a lot in the MiG is I gain up a lot of speed in a straight line, keeping at about an equal altitude with the dot that I see. And as soon as I spot him, I'm going to gain a lot of altitude and break all that speed into altitude so that I can dive down on him and have the advantage. Usually that's a great tactic against sabers because of their slow climb rate, and you can get them on the deck again, which really negates their advantage as a saber, being that it has a better dive rate and it can dive a lot better than a MiG because it's a heavier plane itself. So we're not too far away from me actually spotting the saber. At this point, I'm going to go to my controls and turn off my WEP. Well, I guess you'd say turn on my WEP shift key. And I come in, and at first he's not going to notice me. So I'm just coming in nice and slow here, trying to see if I can get a good shot in on him. I'm going to put my air brakes down, he's going to go into a dive, and at this point, I know I'm not going to get a shot, so I'm going to pull my air brakes back in, and I'm going to head back up. I don't really want to follow him into dive. I roll back over to see if maybe he hasn't built up enough speed yet, but I figure out that he has, so I'm not going to lose all my altitude chasing a saber that I'm not going to catch, and I'm going to pull off and make sure that the enemy team is going to lose sight of me, so they don't actually know where I'm at. I'm trying to keep this guy spotted as I'm flying through the clouds, and I'm pretty sure that the enemy team can still see me here, so I'm really cautious. I'm trying to look around, make sure nothing's diving on me, paying a lot of attention to the radar up in the top right. And my teammate, sometime around here, is going to come in, and he's going to deal with that F-86. You can see him flying in right now, and then I look to my right and I notice that this Meteor is extremely high higher than where I'm at now, and he's fighting a MiG-15, so I need to get up there and help him out while my teammate deals with that F-86 F2. And you can see he gets shot down by my teammate, so good shot by my teammate. I'm trying to desperately get enough altitude to combat this meteor, but I just want him, as you can see, he's going to charge straight into me. I just want him to lose some of his altitude. And you can see he makes a big mistake when he actually does dive onto me. And you'll see it here in a second. I give him as little of my plane as I can to shoot at as he comes down on top of me, and he overshoots, and now I'm on his tail, and with the MiG's great acceleration I can actually keep up with the meteor, especially when he does keep turning and keep losing his speed like that. So I'm just waiting for a shot here, keeping with him, keeping my speed up. We're gonna go into a shallow dive here. I see that the F-86Fs are on top of me, and there's not much that I can do at this point, because I know that I'm below them. So I'm gonna take a few shots here, in just a second. Take a few shots. Miss. Oh well. You're gonna go into a turn, a dive. And he actually does he messes up here, he pulls too many G's trying to turn, and he snaps his wings off. So I'll go ahead and I'll count that as a kill for me. You can say otherwise in the comments, but I'm gonna count that as a kill for me. So then I see that this F-86F and the Meteor are diving down on top of me, and I'm not gonna get away from an F-86 that's diving down on me, even when I have enough speed built up like I do right now. So I'm going to turn right, and I'm going to pull hard and see if I can turn into them when they're diving on me to mess up their shot. But he actually is a pretty good pilot, so he knows what I'm doing. I pop my air brakes out, and I'm going to pull a hard right turn to try and get him to overshoot. And he does. So does the Meteor. So I come up, I take a turn into the vertical with them. I'm going to roll back down, and now they're both under me. I'm just delaying until one of my teammates can get here to help me out. Great teamwork on this, by the way. So I'm watching the Saber, and there's a Meteor behind me. I know that. So I'll watch him, make sure he gets a shot right here, but I'm going to see as I go vertical like that, it gives him little plane to shoot at, not much at all. And he's going to overshoot me as I take the turn into the vertical. He can't match that with the Meteor. And the F2 narrowly misses me right there. Probably would have been dead if he had more experience with that revolver cannon and could shoot a little bit more accurately. But still, good play to that Saber pilot. So my MiG-9 comes in, he's on the F4's tail, and I actually come in and I'm gonna pop a few shots. I'm gonna line up a perfect shot. Our shot runs right into the middle of his fuselage, tears his right wing off, and messes up all of his plane. And the MiG-9 gets a critical hit on the Meteor's tail. I do believe that's what he did. And that puts the Meteor out of action. Goes down. Definitely a good MiG-9 pilot on my team. They did that right there. So I see this F-86F, who's the last remaining plane on the enemy team. He's actually fighting with a Yak-17, which is kind of comical because he just saw me fighting his two teammates, and I was the last MiG-15 on our team, so he could have come over there and helped his teammates out, and they probably would have won the game, but nope, he decided to take the easy prey and try and kill a Yak-17. So I come in, and he's not even looking at me. I had a perfect shot lined up here. This would have been a second kill if you're not counting a Meteor breaking his wings off. But I miss. I come back around. Well, I don't miss, I don't take a shot. I'm not sure why I didn't. And so I'm lining up here, and my teammate takes a nice shot at the F2, and our bullets hit at roughly the same time, and I just get the hit. I didn't get the kill on that one. So game's over, and now I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna target a few ground targets to get that last few experience and lines that I can get before the game ends. Narrowly misses me, that MiG-9. Very sketchy pilot. Well, that was my MiG-15 game, guys. Have a good one.
Okay, I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. Okay.